Big doings today. A big Apple news conference. We have information coming in about new Apple products, including the new iPhone, which gonna want to find out what's going on with that. So let me not delay and bring in Jefferson Graham, who's been monitoring this press conference and gathering information. What can you tell us? And hello.
Well, hi, Kim. If it's September, if it's after Labor Day, there are four new iPhones. And the two entry level, not much to talk about. The pro level models, that's where all the action is. In a nutshell, you've got a bigger telephoto lens finally, but it pales in comparison to what the Samsung Galaxy has. It only goes half as high. So it's a
Still,
5x zoom. The Galaxy has a 10x. So I'm disappointed there, but there are many pain points that Apple has fixed or
okay.
promises to fix with the new one. USB-C, which sounds like a small little detail, but we're going to be using the same USB-C cable that we use to charge up iPads and computers and other cameras. Now we'll get to use that with the iPhone. And the
Okay.
benefit to us is, for those of us who are photographers, faster charging and faster transfer. You'll be able to transfer your photos and videos way faster to the computer. So I
That's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Um, and a bunch of gee whiz wow stuff, like on the watch. They announced several new models of the watch, and if you go like this, you can take a picture, you could answer the phone. I don't know how it works. It
Wow.
all
Okay.
went by really fast, and you're saying, huh? And then the other thing that went by really fast and you went, huh, is the headphone jack is kind of back.
Oh,
Remember how upset we were about the headphone jack?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of headphones that can plug into USB-C.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get USB-C headphones, they'll plug
And
right
it
in.
goes.
And
Something
so
else I heard about is glass shields that are a little tougher, which is good for me because I'm so klutzy with my phone. And also, can you talk a little about new satellite services? Is that for emergencies or is that for connectivity if you're in a dead zone just for normal, or what is it?
ceramic shield
Okay.
is a new layer of protection they're going to put on all four of the iPhones. And as anybody who's ever cracked a screen can tell you, that's great. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. We appreciate it. The emergency thing looks incredible. It's actually being run by the AAA, and
Oh,
it will work in a situation where you have no signal. And
okay.
to those of you who say, well, you always have a signal. Well, let me tell you, viewers know that I went on a big 30-day, 9-state road
Yeah.
trip this summer, and for a good 25% of the time, I had no signal. Okay, so there's a lot of areas that have no signal out there. So if you do not have a signal, you'll be able to text to a satellite, the AAA. Okay,
Yeah.
and the AAA will respond to you via text and satellite and then come and help you. And the
Okay.
service is free for 2 years.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. There's nothing to complain about there. I mean, of course, they will be charging you eventually, but for 2 years, you've got it for free.
I
And
think that
the
sounds great. How much is it after that?
they're not going to tell you. They don't tell you.
Oh,
A lot of the stuff just flies by. So like
yeah.
iCloud, I talk a lot about iCloud, and it's $10 a month for 2 terabytes of service. Well, now they have 6 terabytes or 12 terabytes, but they never
Oh,
said how much it's going to cost, and I'm not finding it on the website
okay.
as of yet. I
To be
can tell.
determined.
I can tell you it's $15.99 if you get the top of the line iPhone 15 Pro Max maxed out with 1 terabyte of storage. If you go
Okay.
for the entry level 256, then it's 11.99, which is $100 more than it was a year ago, but it's also twice as much storage. And as anybody who takes a lot of pictures and videos know, you will run out of room. So you want as
Yeah.
much storage as you can have.
Well, it's interesting that they'll charge for emergency services, but I mean, if you're a hiker or boater, somebody who is out in dangerous situations and could need help in an area of low connectivity, that seems like whatever they charge might be worth it. One of the things I saw today is that they're coming out with their first carbon neutral product.
Yeah, my eyes kind of glazed on that
Did
stuff.
you?
They spent a lot of time talking about how wonderful they are environmentally, and I
Okay.
just go, yeah, 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 yeah. Though it was a very interesting little skit they put together with Olivia Spencer, Octavia Spencer, that's her name.
Octavia,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she was great. She was Mother Nature, and she was yelling at Tim Cook and other people, and they were doing a pretty good job acting. It was a really nice skit. So, but I just wanted to get to the news.
Yeah.
So when they said 15 minutes about how wonderful they are environmentally, I said, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's supposed to be an Apple Watch that's carbon neutral and it's supposed to be faster, have better performance capabilities. Are we excited about this new Apple Watch or no?
You know, I have seen the Apple Watch not change much over the past few years, and every year they say it's new and improved. You know,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, and the top of the line one is $800. It starts at $800. But
Yeah.
I like that thing. That thing where you click two fingers and take a picture with the Apple Watch,
But
or answer the
how do
phone.
you like make sure that it's pointed in the right direction to take the picture you want to
Uh,
take?
I'm no, it's a timer. You're using it as a timer. So like if you set the iPhone on a tripod and
Okay.
then run over to the other side and go like this, it'll take the picture.
Oh, okay. That's convenient.
Yeah, I want it. Oh, I don't know that I want it, but I think it sounds great. It does sound great. And then the other thing is that the mute button on the side of the phone is
Right.
now an action button, and you're going to have pre-program things like mute and alarm and even taking a photo.
Are you talking about the mute button on the side of the phone that people auto accidentally click all the time and mute their phone when they don't mean to? That's poorly
Yes.
placed? Yeah. So
Yes.
now
Yeah, that
it's
one. That one.
is it
Yeah.
so now it's going to do more stuff that we can do accidentally?
More stuff accidentally, and you'll have to program it. And I wonder how easy it's going to be to program it. Have you ever used the app called Shortcuts, which is an Apple app that will let you
Mm-mm.
do things like we're just talking about right now? You
No.
probably haven't. It's hard to use. It's hard to make work. So I think this will be. I don't know. Maybe it'll be easy. Maybe I shouldn't be so skeptical. But to
Yeah.
answer your question that you haven't asked me yet,
Oh, here she goes with
okay?
her little look at that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
okay.
that.
Yeah. That's cool, Tony. Thank you.
Yeah,
Look at
and
that.
I
Okay.
know, right? How is it going to work? So the question you haven't asked me is, well, Jeff, you want to buy the new one? Should you ditch the old one?
Are we
Right? That's the
going?
question. Yeah, I want it, but they solved a bunch of pain points for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, these are small things to many people, but they're big to me. They
Yeah.
say there's going to be an extra coating to deal with the lens flare issue. The lens flare issue has
Ooh.
been one of the biggest bugaboos for me with the iPhone, where you get that little green dot when you're
Mm-hmm.
doing a sunset. So they say they're going to fix that. I love it. They say you can plug a hard drive into the iPhone and move material around and record your video directly to a hard drive. Well, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. The 5x zoom, yeah, I think it's great. I just wish it was 10x, but I'll take 5x over the 3x. Bigger image sensor. For photographers, this is a big deal. I think there's a lot of upgrades there for people who like to take pictures and like to do video. For the average person who claims they just go online and send text messages and read their email, well then no, there's no reason to
No
upgrade.
reason.
But
How much
I never believe those people anyway, but that's what they say.
how much is it?
It's also it's
What is it, the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro, right?
yeah, I think it's 799, 999, 1,099,
Oh,
and 11. No, no, 1,011, $1,200. Yeah,
okay. All
it's
right.
all sorts of rotating prices
Yeah.
for the upgrade for the people that want to trade in their phones. They're claiming they'll give you from $570 to $650 on
Okay.
last year's model, which is fantastic if you can really get it. If you spent $1,100 for an iPhone last year, and you could get basically half of it back. I think that's wonderful. The
Yeah,
13 they're claiming
but
from
but I
370 to 580. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not giving mine away for $500 or $600 because I needed a new phone. I bought a new phone. It works perfectly well. So why would I go pay an extra $600 or $700 for a phone, even if I get given I get the trade-in value for this one, that it doesn't really, I mean, maybe it takes away the glare issue, but for me, that's not enough to spend $500 on
Right.
something.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to buy a new camera, this is what you're buying. You're getting a new camera.
I'll just
The
wait. I'll wait until they tamper with my phone to make it not work before I go buy a new one.
I would say there's no reason you don't have to buy a new one. Certainly, if you're a fanboy and you want the latest and greatest, then yeah, sure. There were enough reasons there for me to want to
Right.
get the new phone, which goes on pre-sale Friday morning. You can't buy it till Friday
Oh.
morning, and then it'll be available the following Friday.
I almost think you kind of have to though, because people will ask you questions, they'll want to know about it, they'll want you to review it. Like you're one of
Yeah.
those people that needs to have it. I mean, I don't need to have it. There's a lot of us that are just fine with what we've got, right?
Yeah, certainly. And then once we see whether all the things are promising, if they're real or not, I mean, we have to try that out and find out. One of the big things last year was this action mode on video that they claimed would give you super smooth footage, but the fine print was only if you run. You can't walk. You have to run with the iPhone to get that shot. And I don't know about you, but I ain't running to get the shot.
Moving around for different angles is about as far as you'll go, right?
That's right.
Do you think the reason that they changed the connection with the
See,
USB-C is that, do you think they did that specifically so that you could then plug it into a hard drive? Is that part of the plan?
no,
Or is that
they were
just an added benefit?
no, they were forced to do this by
Okay.
Europe. Europe put out a mandate, said all devices have to be USB-C and you can't not have USB-C. So
Okay.
they would be breaking the law or having to come up
Yeah.
with another version, which they didn't want to do. The hard drive thing is aimed at filmmakers, and they want to see pros shooting movies on the
Right.
iPhone. And if you use it in a studio, and getting the footage off is a pain. And if you could record directly to a hard drive in a
Yeah.
studio situation, I mean, why not? That's fantastic, and that's
Anything
just a
else
perk.
they
Uh,
anything else
uh,
they covered other than the phone and the watch? Do they have any other announcements?
the fastest chip. No, they
Oh,
only did these two products. The
okay.
fastest chip, the thinnest. Oh, they had every adjective was in there. But these were the only two products, which suggests that they'll have an October event to
Okay.
introduce the new iPads, which again, I don't think most people care about because the iPad generally doesn't change that much. Really, I
Right.
mean, really hasn't changed since the original version. I mean, there's little features here and there, but a tablet is a tablet, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Um, all right. And does it come in the big size, this new one, or is it just one size fits all?
Oh
Because the
no, oh
yeah.
no, 6.1 and 6.7 inches. Can I just do a quick little plug that I will be talking in depth live at 2 o'clock Pacific time today on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/photowalks, all about the new iPhone. So I'll be taking all your questions.
Okay.
And yeah, so just wanted to put that little
Awesome.
plug.
Can you say it again? So Photo Walks TV, 2 o'clock on YouTube. And if you
Yes,
have questions about it, this is a perfect time to pop in and ask the questions if you're considering a new phone purchase, right?
that's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you for covering that news conference for us. I really appreciate you
Sure.
being here. Yeah. It's very interesting what they're doing. And I mean, I know a lot of people want the newest gadget in their hand, the newest technology in their hand. So it's interesting to hear what they have to say and how you feel about it.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Please join Jefferson Graham on PhotoWalks TV, 2 p.m. right here on YouTube. Thank you, Jefferson.
Bye bye.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell, you'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.